In this video, we're going to continue topic 5.2, where we're using Cramer's rule to solve a systems of equations. So, Cramer's rule is best used when the coefficients are large or involve fractions or in decimals. If the denominator equals 0, there is no solution. So what we're only going to do a 2 by 2 today. So system. So we're going to let A be the coefficient in the matrix of this linear system. Okay, so the coefficient matrix means the values in front of the variables. So that means that they're looking down this column. So AC would be the first column of that matrix. So it would be AC. The second column of that matrix would be BD. So this is what they're calling A, which is the coefficient matrix. So they're saying if the determinant of A does not equal 0, then the system has no, the determinant of A does not equal 0. That doesn't seem right. It should be if the determinant of A equals 0, then the system has no solution. So what we do is we put the determinant of the, actually, well, I'm going to explain it in this part here. So let me go to this PowerPoint. This is a better way to explain this here. All right, so in order to use Cramer's rule to solve the system, what you're going to do is I always fill in the denominator first. So I'm going to fill in my denominator determinant first. So when I fill in, I'm going to fill in the x column. So I filled in the x column with the coefficients. Then I'm going to fill in the y column with the coefficients. Notice I use the y column there. So I drop them in. Then in order to when we solve a system this way, we solve the x value and the y value separately. So I am now going to replace the x column with the answer column. So whichever one I'm solving for, I shove the opposite upstairs. So notice I shoved the y column upstairs, and then I'm going to take this answer column and replace it with the variable that I'm solving for. So I replace that. Over here, when I'm solving for y, the x gets shoved upstairs, and then this answer column gets put in for y, because that's what I'm supposed to be solving for. Now I am going to actually do the calculation. So let's calculate the determinants. I typically will do the denominator first, because if it comes out to be 0, then I know that I can stop because there's no solution. So 5 times negative 5 would be negative 25. And I'm going to subtract 2 times 7, which is going to be 14. And then I'm going to keep going on my denominator just to make sure it's not 0. 25, negative 25 and negative 14 is negative 39. Since these denominators are the same, I now know that this denominator determinant is also negative 39. So I typically write it down now. Now I'm going to do my numerator. So 13 times negative 5 is negative 65. Minus 13 times 7 is 91. Negative 65 and negative 91 is negative 156. My double negative is going to go positive. When I divide 39 into 56, I happen to get 4. And you can use your calculator to do that part. That's okay. All right, now let's do so this is what x equals. Now let's do the y. So 13 times 5 is 65. I'm going to subtract 2 times 13, which is 26. And then we've got 65 minus 26, which is 39 over negative 39. And then that's going to reduce to negative 1. So my final answer on this is 4, negative 1. I am going to assign a delta math today, and you'll notice that on the delta math, they just do x equals and y equals. So we're going to go with that today, even though that is not the proper way to do it.